All right, we are well and truly on the home stretch. Glued the heel on, same process as before. This one I did use some big clamps to hold it on just because it was a little, like these heels that I bought were a little not perfectly flat. I guess uneven is the right word for that, but uneven doesn't seem right. It's kind of warpy, kind of wavy. I glued it on. Gave it a whap with a hammer. Hit it with maybe I didn't give it with a whap with a hammer. Where is the good hammer? I don't know. There's a better hammer to do all this. Oh, it's behind me. Yeah, it's on there. Time to nail it in. So I'm gonna match the other shoe that I did. Sorry, I'm putting stuff on the chair that's holding the camera. That wasn't a smart idea. So the other shoe, I went 3 up here, 1, 1, 1, 1. That should be doing it. I might put one here because these are never making it to anywhere near the footbed. These nails, they're barely making it into the second layer of heel stack. So you can put them wherever you want, really. But yeah, do the thing where you make out like some little holes. We're gonna do something a little bit different on these guys. And I'll show you when I get there. Okay. These ones you want to make look pretty decent because they are exposed. They're being showing. They don't have to look beautiful, but you should be in the right spots. Probably right around here. You don't want to go too far out to the side too, because if you end up shaving off any of it. Oh, actually, you're probably not going to shave off too much of this since it's smaller than the actual sole. This is actually, yeah, we're probably not going to end up shaving off too much of this, so feel free to work with all of it. I'm putting them way down here in the bottom corners because, like I said, it's a little bit wavy and these corners kind of stick up a little bit. So I think like a nail kind of angled in just a little bit down there is going to help. That may not be a proper place to put them, but what you gonna do? My shoe, not yours. I'm gonna put one in the center. Or not the center, but like over here on this edge. So I'm making these holes because, like before, we do want to have a spot that's gonna hold the nail. Makes the nail go in easy. Oops, I completely missed the hole and still went in pretty easy. Anyway, aim the nail easily. I'm gonna come in, get it nice and flat there. And then what we're gonna do is I have this little thing, a nail driver. It's got a pointy right here and just a piece of metal basically that gets pointy. And we're gonna try to jam this nail deeply into this hole because as the heel wears away, oh no, that one bent with that nail driver. Shit. That's great. I bent the very first one. Anyway, we want to drive these in as deeply as possible because the heel, as it wears away, we don't want the nails to suddenly start being exposed and scraping the ground. But as you saw with the other thing, these nails will wear away. Pretty much anything that can get sanded away is also going to wear away as you walk. So I'm not too concerned about this because these would sand away, so I assume that, you know, it will also just wear away just as easily. But anyway, that was supposed to look a lot better. It did a lot better on the other shoe. Like every nail on the other shoe did this perfectly. Then I get on video and I just completely fuck up that nail. Well, that's the way it goes, huh? I don't even know how to get that out there without pulling the heel. I can't imagine what I would do if I was trying to make these to sell. That would be such a huge mess up towards the end, right at the end, just crossing the finish line, hit a nail in wrong, and suddenly the heel looks all kinds of wonky. Gotta sell them as seconds or some shit. Yeah, that one went in nice and straight. I don't know if people really sell, like, you got on handmade boots. I feel like you'd have to fuck up pretty bad to sell them in seconds, because just the whole thing about buying handmade boots is you don't want them to look like they came out of a machine off a production line. Like, if you got this far and you were hand stitching the fucking sole on like a caveman, I don't think you would care that much about a single bent nail. But damn, did stitching that sole on make me wish I had a curved needle sole stitcher. Something like it. I could, so just while I'm hammering, there's a couple of things to talk about in terms of like sewing machines and stuff. Machinery I want. You've seen my 3-in-1 machine. I wish it worked a little better. I've seen some people like use one of those, like cut a perfect sole, like cut, just like slice through everything quick as a, I don't know, quick as something, but just slice through all of the sole and make a really clean cut really easily. Mine definitely is not that efficient. Remembering that I need to clip my nails, I'm taking the nail clippers out and setting them out so I do not forget. So I'm going out of town after I do this shit. Not out of town, but just I'm going out tonight. Just looking at my nails, like, oh, my nails are long, as I'm like hammering against them. Yeah, so as far as sewing machines go, the one I would really like to get like a roller foot post bed machine. That seems to be the way to go, especially if the roller foot is geared, which means like the roller foot is actually driven so it can pull the leather instead of just, you know, a freewheeling guide that's relying on the bottom foot or the needle feed. But I would love to get one of those, hopefully soon. And then the big thing is a Landis curved needle sole stitcher, which is so tempting because you see them pop up on Craigslist actually pretty decently in the area I live in, or pretty often. A decent amount is what I meant to say. And those things are just beasts, and they would have taken just days off this project by being able to just crank around and stitch this whole edge. But they're also massive machines, and I just don't know where I'd put one. I guess maybe I could fit it in the attic. But they also weigh like 700 pounds, so good fucking luck getting that up the stairs, huh? Ah, fuck. This one's starting to bend, I can tell. I'm gonna kind of bend it back with this a little bit. I just need it to go in flat. Don't want to pull it. I had a problem with the exact same spot on the sheet. This corner is just being a little bitch for some reason. Okay, one more. Getting all sweaty because I'm finishing this right in time for like a heat wave to hit. It's supposed to be like 110 degrees this weekend. Now I'm gonna be the idiot wearing heavy duty black boots because like because I have to. You made these things. I'm not gonna wait a whole season to wear them. There we go. Those are nailed in, and now we're gonna try to drive each of these nails a little bit deeper without fucking it up like I did the first one, hopefully. I don't think the driver actually made that one bend as much as it was just bending right as it got to the end, and the driver just compounded the problem. See that? That one's like puckered in there now. That's what we want. Especially with these 3 on the heel. These are the ones that are gonna really... This is the part of my boots that wears out the quickest. This back area. I don't know if that's for everybody, but that's where I walk heavy. These ones I had trouble with on the last pair, the side ones. Not the last pair, the last shoe. I like watching the needle and smacking my hand with a nail. Call this thing a needle. It's not really a needle. It's pointy, but yeah, I don't know why these don't want to drive in any further. Yeah, they're fine. I'll survive. It goes in tune with the other boot, at least. This one, I think, is just toast. I don't think I can drive it in any further. It's just gonna look a little bad. If you really cared, you could put a little bit of black edge coat over it. But yeah, that's all like puckered in there. There's one brass one. These ones are a little exposed, but that matches these ones. So these ones are actually a little less puckered, but all right. So that leaves us to, I'm probably gonna go, next step is to get in here and get inside there and Dremel out all these little peg tops that are poking through. Go in there, get all those, and then we'll head out to the sander.